Hello, Recipe Rebel. This is another bread recipe that you're surely going to love. I call it 4-in-1 rich bread recipe. So, what you have to do is, as you can see in the video, mix all your ingredients together and incorporate everything and pour it into your flour. This flour already has my nutmeg, liquid flavor, the EDC, which is the bread improver. And also don't forget to add your salt in your liquid ingredients also. Then I poured in my liquid and incorporated it to make my dough. Then I went ahead to proof my yeast. I made the dough before adding the yeast because I wanted to divide my dough into 2 parts and keep the other parts to use some other time. After proofing my yeast and separating my dough, I added the proofed yeast into the dough I wanted to use for the bread. Then I began to mix. So when mixing, it was sticky, so I had to add more flour just to get the texture that I wanted. So knead very well. Kneading is a very important process in making your dough, in making your bread, that makes you have a very fine texture and fluffy bread. So I allowed it to proof and kneaded again. For the second time, I added my margarine on the second kneading and I lubricated my bread pan. I finally got the bread pan enough of baking my bread with cake pan and knead it properly and mold it into a rod shape. Just make sure you get this rod shape and allow the edges to touch the edges of the bread pan and egg wash and allow to proof. And after baking, this is what I have. I baked this with my pot. You can see that it's very fluffy. This bread was so delicious. It was soft, it was fluffy. So I want you to try out this homemade bread recipe. You can get flexible with it since you are taking it at home. And this is the oven baked one. This is exactly the way my husband loves it. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe and watch my other amazing bread recipe video. See you again in my next video. Bye bye.